This is just my opinion, just my theory. I could be wrong. I don't know. Now, AEW Fight Forever is soon to release, either the end of this year or the beginning of next year, 2023. And a lot of people want to speculating, is this really going to be competition for WWE 2K23 and so forth and so on? Well, first of all, they are the underdog. AEW as a company and as a video game, Fight Forever, they're the underdog. But the underdog has heavy hitters now developing and publishing the game. Ukes and THQ Nordic. Those are legendary wrestling gaming developers and publishers. Now, some of you may argue, okay, this ain't the real THQ. This is not the old THQ, but it's fragments of the old THQ. Nordic bought out a lot of the name of THQ and other technical stuff with that. So we're gonna probably see the THQ flavor in it somewhere in there. But here's the deal, though. This is the question everyone don't know. I gotta maybe research this more. Is WWE 2K, is how many more 2Ks are they going to make is going to determine if there's going to be a real competition between AEW Fight Forever. If they continue to make 2K24, 2K25, then this will be no competition. But both companies and developers are looking at each other like, okay, what are you going to do? Because they're veterans. And AEW Fight Forever, they got something to prove. So they're not going to just make no rinky-dink game. I believe they're going to go back to the old recipe. They're going to cater to us old wrestling video game fans that liked games like WWF No Mercy, that liked SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. They're going to cater to us because they know that worked. And they are developers. Some of them are developers of them old games. So the mechanics, they know. I'm going to be honest with you. AEW Fight Forever is not going to beat 2K with the graphics. Okay, that's just, we can tell. Graphically 2K wins that battle, but there's a huge possibility if Ukes and THQ Nordic go back to that original gameplay, like the previous games I said, WWF No Mercy, like the actual mechanics of the game, and make it simple, then they have a chance to hold their own. I believe a lot of us, though, regardless, are going to buy both of the games. So this is not like to me, either or competition. You're going to buy, most of the wrestling fans are going to buy both. Gaming wrestling fans. You're going to buy 2K23, and you're also going to buy Fight Forever. AEW Fight Forever. So because everyone want to see, okay, because you can tell that this game is not like 2K. The way the ring is set up, you can just tell that it's a different type of wrestling game. It's more of a old school type of feel, especially, back in the day, they had the ring in a certain position. You can see now AEW Fight Forever is in a certain position at like the old. But for this to really take a stance here, AEW, Ukes, and THQ Nordic not going to only have to make a game for this year, they're going to maybe make another game next year. That's when the real competition begins, if AEW decides to make more installments of this video game and work with Ukes, which that's a huge possibility. I believe this is not going to be the last AEW video game. They're going to probably have more to come, do a yearly, if they're really trying to compete with WWE 2K23. Now, we all know that WWE is the bigger company, more popular company. So that's the advantage of WWE. They always had the advantage ever since wrestling video games existed. They always had that advantage of being the slightly popular. But like I said in a previous video, WCW, Mayhem, and games like that did better than WWF games back in the day. So necessarily, just because you have the bigger promotion, slightly bigger or way bigger, doesn't necessarily transition to the video game world. Though some of us would like the superstars on that product, and then we want to have that superstar on the other product. I think AEW, this is going to be a close competition. I don't know what's going on with the next gen type situation with AEW. I mean, they should have focused on that because you got next gen technology. But I don't think they should be trying to advertise like, look, we're next gen graphics. You're not going to win that graphics war. The best bet is to cater to the old wrestling fans, video game fans, because WWE 2K is hitting different. And, you know, there are little bugs here and there with that game that still hasn't been fixed. And that has left a little bad taste in some of our mouths going on to 2K23 if these issues don't get resolved, because there's still no updated patch for WWE 2K22 that's fixing these issues. So that may leave a little bad taste in our mouths and some of y'all mouths and be like, nah, I'm not getting any more 2Ks. I'm going to go with AEW Fight Forever. But like I said, I think majority of us are just going to buy both of them. This is great that this competition is going on. It's going to make both of them better. But I will give the slight edge to WWE 2K23. But we shall see. It depends too on how many modes. This can be a break. This can be a advantage too. I mean, AEW is talking about the mini games, but what about the match types? If they have way more different match types, like extreme matches, like barbed wires, this, and all types of crazy type matches that WWE 2K is lacking, then that's another advantage. They have to take every single advantage. You can the women wrestlers can fight the men wrestlers. That's another advantage. So you can definitely see this is definitely going to be not both wrestling games, but you're going to see, I believe, with the modes and the actual gameplay, the mechanics. I don't know how simulated, because Ukes and THQ made simulated games. I don't know how true this is, but they're saying that this Fight Forever is going to be more of arcade style, which I think they need to go to simulation, because but I don't know how their version of arcade style is. It could still be simulation, but it just maybe their version of arcade style. AEW most likely is going to be coming out first, and that's probably the best bet. Come out first, come out swinging first, and then people will decide about 2K23 WWE. But so competition is going to be fierce. They're going to make each other better. Yeah, so I'm Wacky Cat. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'm out.
This is just my opinion, just my theory. I could be wrong. I don't know.